Good morning, everybody. How are you? This is Jyoti Sapru, psychological counselor, and once again, I'm back with a quick and a brief rush up with the basic points that we need to understand about the topic on which my series are based, that is, on love, on relationships, on successful, healthy, happy, blissful marriage. So, once again, I feel the need to speak to you regarding the basic points that we kind of know. We know them all in our subconscious, but somehow it takes a lot of effort to bring it to the conscious. Sometimes it's our preconceived notions, sometimes it's our own upbringing, our environment, our nuances, which kind of, affect us in such a way that we tend to ignore the basis for which we are working daily and indulge in a world of make believe and show off, which is completely temporary and superficial. So, like I spoke about the five love languages, and I hope some of you have been able to get hold of some books and try to educate yourself regarding the primary needs which a person has, and how those needs are met, and how those expectations are met by the partner, by the spouse. And basically, the five main love languages, like I said, love is a language in my previous video, that love is a language which we speak and we listen to. So, what is the first basic need, or the first basic love need, or the language that we need to understand? I feel appreciations and words of affirmations are definitely very, very important for any couple. And I'm not saying that we should have a kind of a mutual admiration society where we kind of keep appreciating each other all the time, but definitely one kind word or one nice gesture will go a very, very long way. And secondly, with our busy lives, we are all working and we are all having our own hobbies, and we are having our own, centers where we go to for work or for recreation. There has to be a very, very specific need for spending quality time with each other. It may be just half an hour, it may be just 1 hour, it may be 2 hours, but that time has to be quality time, and we devote it to our partner, making that person happy, doing things that make the person happy. Why is it so difficult? Why do you feel the need to always have your ego and your upper hand and kind of teach the other person a lesson or change the other person? Just accept wholeheartedly and spend quality time, which is, if the relationship is going to flower and the relationship is going to have a mutual admiration effect on each other, will bring about lot of positive changes in the person. And also, we try to, earn money and make our bank balances and buy houses and cars and, everything. But then it's just like going and buying a rose, or maybe just ordering a chocolate cake, or maybe just, going out for a movie or a dinner. It's so wonderful to receive gifts, and the thought behind the gift, the surprise element behind the gift, is always which makes the relationship so much more happier and so much more exciting. And also, I feel that, there should be certain acts of service, like we can, kind of help each other grow old together, and grow by giving back to the society, and grow by setting an example for each other to be kind and to be nice and to be more human. is what my message has been. I mean, it doesn't cost anything to be nice to the other person. So just try and we are so nice to our bosses, we are so nice to our colleagues, we are so prim and proper in front of our friends. But the why does the worst come out in front of our own partner, our life companion, with whom we want to share the rest of our life? Why not be at our best and being kind, being nice to everyone around you? It doesn't really cost much, and this is the need of the hour, need of the society. And my message to everybody, to just have kind acts of service, so that we feel important in giving or contributing to each other and to the society as a whole, and making it a beautiful place to live in. And lastly, the need for physical touch, which we always underestimate, and with time it kind of dies off. So it's very, very important that we feel the need for a physical touch, even when we have our pets and dogs and cats, and you know we are so nice and we talk in the best possible way and we cuddle up and we love. But somehow with our own partner we tend to kind of have egos, and we tend to kind of withdraw at the slightest, and like our mental problems do come into our physical life, and there is a lot of discrepancy which further on adds on to the grudges, and slowly it becomes from bad to worse. So please make use of every possible opportunity. It's just a hug or it's just a peck on the cheek, and the person feels so loved and so wanted, and life can be so smooth and so happy with small little efforts that we all need to make in our daily lives. I hope I will be able to inspire and motivate some couples to come out of their shell and speak up